All right, boys. It's Friday. Good morning. Um, so, as is tradition on Friday, I like to talk shit about Jared Williams, and I'm going to kind of do that to a degree. But more importantly, I'm going to make an updated video about how much money I make. Um, there's been a couple of haters, which I love. I love haters. Like, it does not bother me at all when people talk shit. Like, if you don't like what I'm saying, feel free to fucking. I love a hater. Because I'm a big hater. I'm hating on Jared Williams like a motherfucker. I'm trying to start a war for Christ's sake. But I want to make a video about how much money I make because someone cited the chill out, Gordo. Um, they cited like a video I made 4 months ago, 5 months ago, talking about how much money I make, and they were like, "You're broke, dude. Like you don't understand business." And fuck, man, like they're right. Like where like that video, the amount of money it was all real. I'm not lying about none of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, and so I go back and watch that video and think about how much money I was making then, and only 4 or 5 months ago to where I'm at now, and it's night and day difference, a night and day difference. And so I kind of feel like I need to update that and like give y'all the basic rundown of like how much money the company brings in, like what it costs for me to get that, and how much I get to keep or can I keep, shit like that. So let's go through the numbers. I actually like kind of I actually went through my fucking QuickBooks, and that's the wrong thing, and like made fucking notations on this. So we may actually do 300K in fucking May. It depends on like how much of this money. I mean, like a lot of that money may come in the early part of fucking June, but we should do it like at least over 250 this month. And payroll is about 65 grand a month for me. I've got 12 people on payroll, and so that's about 65 grand a month. My shop, 3 grand a month. My it costs about 4,000 to 5,000, about 4,000, 4,500 a month in fuel, 5,500 a month in insurance. That's like a auto insurance and commercial. It's like 2,500 I think for the vehicles, and like 3 grand, or maybe it's more, I don't know. It's like 5,500 a month for all my insurance, which it's not that crazy. The benefits for the guys is about 4 grand. Gordo, chill out, dude. I probably spend about 100K. It's really, it averages about 100,000 a month in materials. Okay, so if you figure all of my cost, right, 65K a month in fucking payroll. Oh, another 3,000. There's 3,000 like monthly bills. That's like the phone bills, the electric, water, gas, like my fucking invoicing service, QuickBooks, all the different services and online office shit, everything like that, and phones and monthly like things like that is like about 3 grand a month. So my total, like it cost me with payroll, because payroll is probably like 60K a month. Sometimes it's like 58, but I give like $7,000 to $10,000 in bonuses usually, so it probably averages like 65. Like this month it'll probably be like 65 for May. But all the expenses about 185,000, and we're doing like 250. So that gives me 65,000 to like fuck around with. That like I could pay myself in theory, right? Like it's like, hey, it cost you this much, you made this much, this is what's left over because that covers all my overhead. Now, obviously, you want to leave a lot of money back into the company. You don't ever want to like just drain the fucking account, right? But I don't make 65,000 a month. Like I could easily, but I don't because I've made a lot of videos about this before. Like, and I found this out really early on in the company that in order to scale, you're gonna lose. You have to use your profits to scale because like when I just started out, it was just me and Gordo here, and like I just had my pickup and basic tools. And so I had to get like pro presses, and I've got like 4 or 5 now. I had to get vehicles. I had to outfit all those vehicles. I had to get uniforms, safety shit. I had to get like my insurance had to increase. All these like massive expenditures, and I've been buying these vehicles cash. Hang on, I'll call you back. Um, that's kind of where the money goes right now. Like if I wanted to get into hold what I got mode and just say, okay, I'm not gonna expand. I'm not gonna, because I'm about to spend like 60K in vehicles in the next month or two. Um, but if I wanted to be in hold what I got mode and just say like, okay, I'm not gonna try to expand. I'm only gonna try to be more efficient with what I got and maximize the profit off the business I do have and not try to grow more. I could probably easily pay myself 50K a month and still give guys like really good pay and take care of all the bullshit. So that's kind of where I'm at with about 250 grand to 300 grand a month revenue. But we have potential to go up to like 4 or 500,000 a month revenue if this new customer I've hooked works out, which I'm working really hard for these guys. I've sent a lot of bids in. like, you know, I got my pricing down in a way where it's really easy for me to get pricing out fast to these guys. And like, I'm kind of doing these big, any job under 100K, it's going to be on like a 40 to 45% margin. Any job over 100K, I'm going to start lowering that margin down a little bit, because I'll still get it done in the same amount of time. And it's like, if I can get a job that I'll spend like 2 weeks out of a month on, and like I can gross 40K off that, or like 30K off that's fucking great, you know? So, I mean, all in all, we're fucking, I mean, like, I've learned a lot since I made that video talking about how much money I made. I've learned a lot. Like, I've really got my office in order. My office is like, I made a video about it, but I never posted it. But my office is like streamlined. Like, I've got all the best shit. We've got like the QuickBooks Online. Didn't like it at first, learned how to use it, and now it's like I couldn't imagine not using it. I couldn't imagine doing it without that shit. And our office is fucking like buttoned down. Like, I can really crunch the numbers. And like I said, I actually don't know, maybe I did post a video about the bookkeeping, but like, whenever an accountant comes in to look at my books, they're gonna get a boner, dude. They're gonna be like, oh my god, like, this is so tidy, it's so buttoned down. And like, the QuickBooks Online makes all that possible. It's like, makes it really fucking easy to see like how I can even like kind of figure out like, how am I doing on rough ends, how am I doing on top. That's what made me figure out that like the trim out phase is what's killing me on these jobs. And I've like adjusted all my estimating for trim out, because it's like, man, no matter what, there's logistical issues with trim. There's like getting sinks and faucets, and then I'm also dependent on countertop guys, and or cabinet guys, and then surface guys, and there's all and tile guys, and I got to wait for other trades. And so I'll get guys there where, like, say you know, I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty of that, but I did figure out how to profit more off final phases through my books. And like, taxes ain't shit. Taxes aren't a big deal. Like, it's really easy to maintain your taxes, because I mean, like, whenever you spend 100K a month on fucking supplies, and you got all these, like, you know, so much money, because I take the money and put it back into the company, so it's not like I'm personally enriching myself. So like, what I pay taxes on is very minimal, and I have so much gross in the company that it's just easy for me to fucking pay those taxes with all the, you know, because it's all me. It's an LLC, but just me, you know. So that's a rundown. I think this may be boring, but it's the truth.